There's hydrogen and helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere, nitrogen all through the air, with oxygen so you can breathe, and fluorine for your pretty teeth, neon to light up the signs, sodium for salty times, magnesium, aluminium.
Hello everybody, welcome back to science class. And today we're going to talk about observation. Observation is paying attention to things and how they work. Okay? I have a little video I want you to watch. Okay? In this video, there will be people who are passing basketballs at each other. And I want you to count the number of times that people pass these basketballs to each other. Okay? Just look at the people who are passing the basketballs back and forth very carefully. Okay? Count the number of times that they pass those basketballs back and forth. Are you ready? Here you go. Okay. Did you count how many that there were? I hope you did. But some of you might have missed something. I'll bet most of you, one or two of you might have gotten this if you were looking very carefully. But I'll bet that you were looking so hard at those guys who were passing the basketballs that you missed the gorilla. Yep, there he is. Yes, he was always there. You can go back and look at this video again to make sure I'm not lying. You were looking so hard at one thing that you missed the other thing. Okay? That's observation. Observation is looking at something so you can understand it. And not just looking at one thing, looking at all of it. Most of you were looking so hard at the basketball players you missed the gorilla. Well, that's not good observation. Observation means looking at everything so you can learn about it. Looking very carefully at something. Okay? Now, if you're going to start about science, then one of the best places to learn about observing is to go into your backyard. Do you like to dig in the dirt? Well, I'm not going to ask you to. Not today, anyway. Maybe I'll ask you that in another lesson. But if you want to learn about nature, learn about science, go out, get a stick or a shovel or something, just start digging in the earth. See what you find. See what kind of bugs you find. See what kind of plants you find. See what kind of leaves you find or roots that you find. Do you know their names? Or is that just, oh, that's a bug? Oh, what kind of bug is it? Oh, it's a bug. Well, what kind of bug? Oh, it's just a bug. Well, what's it doing in there? Bug stuff. That's bad observation. Good observation is looking carefully at something to see how it works. If I asked you to go out and look at all the trees that you can see from your front door, or your back door, whichever door you can see trees out of, could you name them all? Could you tell the difference between a banana tree and a mango tree? Or a Nancy tree? I know there are lots of trees at the school. What kind of trees are there? Do you know? Probably not, because you never stopped to think about them. That's what observation is. Looking at something and looking at it carefully, excuse me, to find out how it works. Okay, when God made the universe, He gave everything rules. He told the bugs how they were supposed to live. He told the birds how they were supposed to live. He told the fish how they were supposed to live. He told the dinosaurs how they were supposed to live. He told the plants how they were supposed to live. But He made humans differently. He gave humans the ability to learn about other things. A dog will never understand a cat because dogs can't do that. Dogs can't study cats. Dogs don't understand why cats behave the way they do. A cat will never understand a bird because cats can't study birds. All they can know about birds is how good they taste. A bird will never understand a fish. But humans can understand cats and dogs and birds and fish and other things. Do you guys know what dolphins are? Delphins? Delfinos? Yeah. When I was a kid, there were a lot of very silly people who acted like dolphins, like delfinos, were the smartest animals in the world. They did. You would not believe the way people acted around delfinos. They thought the dolphins were the smartest animals in the world, even smarter than people. They thought that delfinos were smarter than people. And I was just a kid, but even I thought, that's silly. That's silly. Can you show me one car that has ever been built by a delfino? Can you? Can you show me one building that has ever been built by a delfino? Can you show me one bit of medicine that a delfino has ever invented? No, you can't, because delfinos are not smart enough to be able to look at the world and study it around them. Only humans can do that. And they learn by observing, by looking at the world around it, looking carefully, and finding things out about it. There's only one question in today's lesson. That question is, what is observation? Observación. Observation is looking carefully at something. Okay? That's how we learn, by looking at things. Not just by people coming up and telling them to us, by going out and looking at them for ourselves. In the weeks to come, I will be sending you outside and asking you to observe things, to look at them and see what you can learn from them. Okay? I don't have any for you this week. We will have them coming up for you. Okay? All right. That's our lesson for today. Now remember, tomorrow we have a test. And I gave you all the answers to that test already. We'll have 5 questions. I gave you all the answers to these already. They showed up here on the screen. I gave you all the questions and all the answers. And you need to go and write them down and study them, because those will be the questions on your test. Okay? Okay. I will see you tomorrow.